Hi folks, this is Klaus at Top Hydraulics. We will show you today how to remove and replace the hydraulic components in this Mitsubishi Eclipse 4th generation convertible. The 4th generation convertible is the one made from 2006 through 2012, has a hydraulic top. The top is very well engineered. They did a good job. But like with any modern convertible top, after some 15-20 years, you will have the first leaks in the system, and you need to take care of that. Now, replacing leaky components is actually quite simple. We will show you in this video how it's done every step of the way. Even if you're retired and things ache a little bit, the job is easy enough that I would encourage anybody to give it a try. We'll show you every step of the way. We'll even show you how to take the hinges out without removing the top. That means replacing any component in here is a one-person job, and you can do it. Before we go into taking those parts out, that will be shown in separate chapters for every single part, let me show you first which all components are involved, how they are tied together. Follow me. So here's a bird's eye view of the hydraulic components in this system. Your viewpoint is pretty much from the windshield between passenger and driver. So you are seeing here the components on the right side, passenger side, and over here the components on the left side, driver side. And all of this is confined pretty much to the area where the soft top is stored. In the bottom of that soft top storage area, there's the pump, which with 16 hoses feeds 8 cylinders around here. Now these cylinders are mostly regular linear acting cylinders, with the exception of the 2 hinges, these big aluminum blocks that have hydraulic cylinders inside. And those cylinders have gears at the end. Well, they're actually racks, and those gears turn another gear on this hinge. So we have a rack and pinion setup, whereas this shaft extends or retracts, it turns the gear, which then moves your whole top up and down. These hinges are quite ingenious, and they're the key to this top being so sturdy and compact. Mitsubishi did a great job of designing a very compact and functional top here. So we have the right side and left side hinge moving the top, and of course we have cylinders that deal with the storage cover. There is the storage or tonneau cover latch cylinder that's hidden right behind the rear seat bench, mounted horizontally. There is the tonneau cover lift cylinder. That's the one you will see on occasion if you were to stop your top halfway. When it's partially open, you'll see this cylinder mounted centrally under the storage cover, lifting or retracting the top. And it happens to be one of the first cylinders to fail. So if you have a fluid leak in this system, you want to first look for fluid around the bottom of this cylinder. But before we get into that, let me talk about the secondary cylinder as the left secondary and left fifth bow cylinder, and right secondary and right fifth bow cylinder. These 2 cylinders work in tandem, meaning they both extend and retract at the same time, with their function being raising and lowering the rear fifth bow, it is called, which is the rear section of the soft top with the window in it. Now the reason there's 2 cylinders is it's a slightly complicated mechanical mechanism, and the secondary cylinder is used to have the extra force to latch down the rear section of that cylinder without there being a physical latch. It's actually getting a frame member over a dead spot. It's quite well done. Now, what goes wrong in these parts? Let me first explain the pump. the pump is not typically the first thing to go wrong. That will fail at roughly the age of 20 or so years. You have a motor and a reservoir full of fluid. The reservoir has a minimum maximum marker on this side, and fluid should be between minimum and maximum. This pump has a bunch of valves inside and 5 electrohydraulic solenoids, and depending on the direction of rotation of the motor and which solenoids have been engaged here by the computer, the pump will now feed several cylinders at the same time. It does jobs like making the hinges move while the tonneau cover lift cylinder is pressurized to stay up, and then later on also move the fifth bow and so forth. Now, again, what goes wrong in these parts? Obviously, a pump can fail. It has moving parts, but typically the first thing to fail are these cylinders. And for that, let me show you a little bit more closely the tonneau cover lift cylinder. So here's the tonneau cover lift cylinder. It's got the 2 hoses going in. It also has the sensor on top, by the way. When the shaft is extended on this cylinder, that's when this switch sensor registers that the cover is open all the way and the top moves on to the next subcycle. Anyway, what seals do we have in this cylinder? There's actually a total of 7 seals, would you believe it? And oddly, the first one to fail is a really simple one. It is what we call the bottom plug seal that is slightly above these dimples inside. It just seals the bottom plug in the cylinder to the housing. Then there is a top gland seal that seals the gland that the shaft slides through to the housing. Then there's a wiper seal on top that just wipes dirt off the shaft as it comes in and out. And then there is the rod seal. That's the important one that seals the pressure from getting out between the housing and the shaft. That rod seal originally is Teflon, tiny Teflon ring. The problem with those Teflon rings is they lose memory with time. They get thinner and thinner, and eventually need to be replaced. We replace them with cup seals made out of a modern material that does not easily decay. Cup seals are basically 2 lips where the more pressure there is on these lips, the tighter they seal, and they do a good job of sealing the pressure on the shaft. And then there's the piston seal around the piston itself. Lastly, there's 2 port seals where the hoses go in, tiny O-rings. Now, a common misperception is that the port seals are what fails on these first. If you're seeing fluid on the bottom of the cylinder and you think it's the O-ring where the hose goes in, that would be a natural conclusion, but it's wrong. These port seals don't fail unless they've been installed incorrectly. So only if they've been kinked on installation will these port seals fail. Otherwise, if you're seeing fluid on the bottom of the cylinder, it's actually coming out in the crack between the cylinder housing and this bottom plug. And that's by far the most common place you will see the fluid coming out. The first cylinders to fail in the Eclipse are the tonneau cover lift cylinder and the 2 hinge cylinders. Now, let's go back to business and we'll show you how to remove and replace all of these cylinders. Before we go that though, please let me tell you that Top Hydraulics, for a fraction of what new parts would be if they were still available, is actually upgrading every single seal inside these cylinders, making the cylinders better than new. We expect their service life to be between 30 and 50 years. There's a 3-year warranty. We use much more modern material. And one more thing to point out, it is not at all a do-it-yourself job to try and replace the seals in here. There's some very, very intricate machining involved, and obviously you need the right seals, which aren't available on the open market anyway. We make our own seals.